everyone. So to start with, why I chose a field in nursing, I always knew that I wanted to go into something healthcare related. I wasn't too sure going into college what exactly, but from doing more research about it and working at a nursing home and taking classes related to health, it kind of started to push me more towards the direction towards nursing, just because I wanted to have that close patient interaction and to really be the main one that they saw when they're in the hospital, and for them to really get that patient nurse experience interaction, and for them to have a nurse that cares about them, hopefully a nurse that looks like them, and for them to be more comfortable when they come into the hospital. Also with the nursing, there is a lot of job flexibility. You can start into one specialty and go into a whole different specialty. That's one of the great things about nursing. There's so many different opportunities you can take with nursing. You can be a nurse travel, you can be a travel nurse, you can be a nurse anesthetist, a labor and delivery nurse. There's so many different routes. So definitely that's a major reason why I was going into nursing. So how I got into nursing school, you first have to take all your prereqs. So those are your initial general classes that kind of are the classes that nursing schools are looking at to see how well you do on them, to see if you can handle the classes that are in nursing. So you can expect your chemistry classes, organic and general, anatomy and physiology, biology, basic classes like algebra, psychology, physiology, things like that. And then related to the specific nursing process, you can expect it to be a bit of a long process. Mine was definitely a bit annoying going through those whole steps, and it's strenuous. It's going to ask you a lot of different questions. Just kind of bear with it. You can expect on the application process, it's going to ask you for a letter of recommendation. It's going to ask you for your volunteer experience or any extracurricular activities you've done. So prepare. If nursing is something that you want to do, prepare now to kind of look for potential recommendation teachers, faculty. That's why it's good to have important relationships or good relationships with the staff. Get involved in the community, in your school. So that's stuff that you can start to look towards for the application process. One of the biggest questions that people have related to nursing is whether or not it's hard and if they can do it. I know that's something that I was concerned about when I was applying, and being in it, I can say that you can expect it to be a bit very time consuming. There's a lot of materials for you to know, so there's going to be a lot of studying, but it's not anything undoable. That's something I want to emphasize, because that's something that nobody emphasized for me. And now that I'm in nursing school, it's not this huge beast I thought it was gonna be. If you do the work and if you get into nursing school, you got into nursing school for a reason. You've been able to keep up this far, so now it's just about continuing to doing the same thing. So this is where your organization skills are going to be very important, managing your time, so you have time to study, have time to, now that it's COVID and we have online classes, you have to manage time to watch your lecture videos, and then also have time apart from that to study the lecture videos and get that repetition and get that memory, so that way you can do well on the test and it can not be this daunting thing that people talk about. Like, nursing school is not as bad as people make it out to be. It is completely doable. It is not impossible. And if it's something that you really want to do your research, figure out if the responsibilities in nursing, if that's something that you really want to do. Are you a person who really wants to be around patients? That's a big part. Do you want that interaction? If this is something that you really want to do, you will make the time for it, and you will work hard for it, and you will do well in it.